We love hip
on the
hop.
West Coast that I want to bring to y'all attention. Just quick, fast. Because the boy Suspect, Almighty Suspect, has gotten arrested. I don't think he's coming home. This nigga's been having a bad week. Okay. And I'm sorry, I took a hard left. I went right from Toronto straight to LA. Okay. We ain't gonna stay on the LA shit too long though, because I don't know, man. I feel like every time I talk about No Jumper, I talk about a place that people don't really give a fuck about no more. All right. But yeah, Suspect, he got arrested. Right now, his bail is at $380,000. Super crazy high bail. I don't know what this guy did. Actually, I know what he did for his bail to be that high. But we'll get into it. And then our next story that I want to get into is the whole tow truck war stuff that's going on right now. So I'm going to pull up a clip from the No Jumper show when they finally found out the news. And then we'll go into a little bit of a deep dive of what's going on with him.
Here, inmate corrections.
The marathon burger with him. He like, yeah, he in jail.
Look, Donnie's looking it up already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Does it say why?
He got arrested.
Now y'all
Did he
all
get arrested? Holy shit, that's crazy.
He said free him.
They looking it up.
Yeah.
He's
Wow,
locked up. Now you got to put money on his books and pay his rent, Adam.
No, now Lush needs to call Rifleman and get a reason why.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to do it live.
No, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, you can't do that. But damn, now we got to
Listen,
do some homework. That's crazy.
We ain't got to do no damn homework.
Oh, wait, look,
they
we have it
put
right
this
here.
shit-
Inmate corrections. Wait, should I show this? Yeah, there's no way.
You'll-
Charge level felony.
You're lying.
What the?
He probably was just stressed out. Then I take the drug shit back.
It doesn't. Total bail amount $380,000.
He didn't murder nobody.
What the?
They gonna tell you.
Hold on. Did they show exactly what he did when they were scrolling?
I take the drug shit back.
It doesn't. Total bail amount $380,000.
I think it's like lower on this.
Total bail amount $380,000.
He didn't murder nobody.
What the?
They gonna tell you what he got charged with.
Towers too.
Yeah.
Suspects with the crazy people.
What?
That's PC. Nigga PC'd up. Oh, the nigga PC'd up.
Fuck out of here.
The nigga PC'd up.
Fuck out of
Hey,
here.
no. Twins.
God damn. And this nigga in the corner is laughing his ass off. He's having a good old time. Right? That's the nigga that he got Suspect's job, to be honest. But if if the business is true, Jay Castro said, just another No Jumper employee arrested. Funny thing about that, because it's great timing, and I'm not saying that it was intentional, like Adam knew something was happening, but the fact that he fired this guy finally for just his behavior and his temper, and then right after that, this guy goes and gets arrested. Adam is lucky. That's good timing on his part, because right now it's not a good look for people to be get another person to be on his staff to be getting arrested. People are going to be looking at him like, bro, you ain't going to help me with some bail money, some lawyer fees. I'm your employee. I've been ride or die, all that bullshit. Adam ain't going to hear none of that shit. I fired you, and you went and got yourself into your own shit. Sorry.
Towers for the PC, the crazy niggas. Hey, bro, PC'd up, bro.
PC crazy.
I don't gotta say nothing.
And hard match.
I don't gotta say nothing else.
but-
I don't gotta say
We got to
nothing
talk to
else.
Rosenberg.
No, he
Processing.
yeah, he's
Still
still
in
yeah.
processing.
Yeah.
Twin Towers.
No, yeah.
No.
So Twin Towers is a place. So like when you go to MCJ, it's like a 3-day process. And so if you don't want to sleep on them floors or be piled up in them cages, what a lot of people would do, they have fake medical. Like, man, hey, I got asthma or I got diabetes, and they take you to Twin Towers and you would get a bed.
I know
so
what
they
you-
can transfer you. to
I know what
He
you're
may
saying
or may
because
not
when you
be
get
detoxing.
Hey, listen, when you get off the bus, you go through the little shit where you take off your clothes and change your clothes, whatever. Then they take you to the window and they ask you, are you in a gang? Do you hear voices? Do you feel suicidal? All that. Based on what you said at that window, that's where they're going to send you. Bro, if bro is in Twin Towers, bro says he's either hurt, he's sick, he's suicidal, or he said, I don't feel safe being in the general population.
Wait,
Bro PC'd up because he looked very
Brandon,
healthy
did
to
you
me.
call the police on him?
Damn. Let me see if I can find. There was a video. Jesus Christ! See, this guy's SEO's up now. Now his SEO's up. Look at this guy. Almighty suspect arrested after whack pleads guilty. PC status. Almighty suspect. Dodson's downfall. I want to see what there was somebody who was talking about his paperwork. Let's see what Rich Trapper said.
What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network, and we here back in this thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network.
Behavior, or you have to either.
To be fair, this all started with you.
You ain't got to do no damn homework.
Oh.
Hey, what he got charged with?
The towers too.
Yeah.
Suspects with the crazy people.
What?
You could choose that bed, or you could choose that floor with all the.
Let's hear what Rich Trapper got to say.
I'm not gonna sit there and say that he in PC, because what I do know about the Twin Towers is you can spend a lot of time on that floor. And a veteran trick in that in that IRC, the MA Reception Center, you can spend a lot of time on that floor, big dog. And a veteran trick is for sure.
Somebody's asking in the comments. I think it was who was asking, but what he did. They're saying he had a firearm. Okay, he went to court. He went to court for a court date, and they detained him during his court date. But one of the other things that they were saying on his paperwork, and I'm going to find out in a second. I'm looking it up in the background right now as we speak, is that stalking was also one of the charges that he was arrested for. When I seen stalking, I was like, holy. Damn, bro, you stalking your hoes? Because, you know, for the people who don't know about Almighty Suspect, and you don't even need to apologize, like, sorry, bro, who's Almighty Suspect? I know. He's like a no-jumper side character. All right? But for the people who do know who he is, he's like supposed to be known as a PI, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. You know what I'm saying? Them type of guys. Let's get back to Rich Trapper.
It's for sure. To be like, hey, medical, I got diabetes, I got asthma, whatever, because they're going to get you to a bed. You could choose that bed, or you could choose that floor with all the smokers for days and 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 days at a time. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Almighty Suspect is in PC, because that just doesn't even really make sense. You feel me? Especially at this phase in his incarceration, it would make a lot more sense for him to be in the IRC, the MA Reception Center, versus being in protective custody and anything of that nature. You feel me? It would make way more sense for him to be, you know, waiting for housing or something like that, and just kind of trying to buck the system by, saying that he needs medical or something like that to stay a little bit more comfortable, because you for sure finna be in that thing. You for sure finna be in that thing. So, you know, there's that. But regardless of the fact, you know, Almighty Suspect is confirmed to be incarcerated for some sort of felony. He has a $83,000 bail, has 10% of $380,000. I said 83, excuse me. $38,000 bail as 10% of $380,000. And with that all being said, man, you know, I ain't even gonna lie. I'll throw a free Almighty Suspect in the air. I never want to see nobody go to jail. And stupid internet beef and stupid podcast beefs and all that, our words and back and forth, is not more important than the actual situation at hand that he has to deal with. So we're not even going to pretend like it is. So, you know, I'm going to throw my respect to Almighty Suspect in this situation by call me a buster, call me whatever, but I'm going to wave a white flag. You got bigger things going on. And as being a father and being a single father, we're not going to play with the fact that a child is now missing a daddy. That's not cool. That's not cool. You feel me? So it ain't nothing that I'm gonna do here at TNN Trap News Network to make a bad situation worse for a child that was without a father, and for a father that's now gonna be without a child, because I know what it's like to be locked up and have a newborn baby. That shit'll make you sick. I know exactly what that feels like, and it ain't nothing about that situation that's funny. It ain't nothing about that situation that's honorable. It's nothing about that situation that's to be made fun of or poked at or belittled or anything like that. If I can't offer no education, if I can't offer no assistance, I shouldn't offer nothing at all. And this.
Good man. Good man. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something because I found something on Reddit while this video was playing. Because they're trying to say, you know, the Reddits are trying to say that this is directly correlated to him going over to the Marathon Burger. So this is on the No Jumper Reddit. It says Brandon really got Almighty locked up. He called the cops, told him that he was being stalked by Almighty at the Marathon Burger, which led to the arrest. Plus, Brandon said, what if I did snitch? Which only solidified him as the cop, calling the cops. All right. So it shows here what he got arrested for. Case number, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Remanded to custody, arrest warrant request, warrant bail set. And then case title, all of this shit. So charges, stalking. And this is a PC 646.9 A. Then I guess firearms illegal for the second one. Use of tear gas weapon. What else? Another unlawful firearm. Possession of tear gas, another possession of tear gas weapon, by an ex-felon. Event type, plea of not guilty to complainant. And this is from yesterday or 2 days ago. Damn, bro. Am I reading this correctly, bro? Tear gas and stalking? Like, what this nigga into? Holy shit, suspect. Suspect. You know what? I'm gonna go over to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. They're not that whole thing with the Marathon burger has nothing to do with this shit, man.
What's happening, man? We out here, you know what I'm saying, though? Cooling, man, trying to get some good old Marathon burgers. We out here showing love, no cap. You feel me? One love.
But salute to Almighty Suspect. Hold your head, bro. We see the charges there. Those are some pretty heavy charges, so I don't know if you're going to be seeing that guy anytime soon. All right? But yeah, salute to him. I see somebody calling him Antoine Dodson. Yeah, salute to you, Dodson. I ain't trying to diss you, but that's your name, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.